So chances are you have seen reading engagement in practice. So if you can picture a child who is really excited to come into your library and tell you all about the book they just finished reading, and the child can't wait to check out another big stack of books, you're probably seeing an example of reading engagement. And reading researchers like John Guthrie and Alan Wakefield have formalized their definitions of reading engagement. And I really like this quote because it speaks to the dimensional nature of reading engagement. So Guthrie and Wakefield believe that reading engagement is comprised of cognition as well as the social element, like the kid who likes to share with you about what they're reading, as well as motivation. So the quote reads, engage readers in the classroom or elsewhere, coordinate their strategies and knowledge, cognition, within a community of literacy, social, in order to fulfill their personal goals, desires, and intentions, motivation. And motivation itself is actually comprised of several different facets. Much like reading engagement itself, motivation is also multidimensional. So motivation includes the value that we place on reading. It can also be made up of the goals that we have for reading. So if we think about it, sometimes our goals for reading vary. Sometimes when we are planning a trip to the beach, our goal for reading might be to simply enjoy ourselves and get lost in a good book. Other times, our goal for reading could be to seek out information about a topic that we care about. And reading motivation also has that facet of enjoyment, like the fun that we derive from engaging in reading is also one component of reading motivation. And you probably will not be surprised to find that when children are motivated readers, when they're engaged readers, they tend to be better readers. And research has documented this idea that might be very intuitive to those of us who are librarians and educators. So there is a positive relationship between children who are highly motivated readers as well as children who are competent readers, meaning that when children are more motivated to read, they also feel more competent, more able to read effectively and comprehend what they're reading. Also, reading research has found that when students are motivated to read, they do tend to develop more literacy skills. And that makes sense because when we're motivated to read, we read more and then we become better and more skilled at it. And when we are engaged and motivated as readers, all these things, our competence, our skills also build towards greater reading achievement. So we can comprehend what we read and we become more proficient in our reading abilities. And obviously reading engagement and reading achievement are very important goals of school because in order to be prepared as an adult in our society today, we do need to be good readers. So fostering reading engagement is really critical for us to do as educators and as librarians. So reading engagement is largely facilitated by choice. So reading research has documented different factors that promote reading engagement. And one of those factors is that when we give students and children a wide array of books to access, especially books of different genres, books that are interesting and relevant to students' lives, they will want to read those books and become more engaged readers. So think about that role of choice, making sure that our students, our children have a wide array of books in which they can access.